In this video, you will learn how to scan to Box. Select the ICE icon to take us to the ICE main screen. Now we see all the apps available to us. We will demonstrate the Box.net app today, so we will select the Box icon. This is in the main screen in Box.net. Let's start by registering a user. Tap the Register User button. Now we will enter our same email address that we used when we log into Box.net. Select Register. We are now directed to check our email to complete the registration. When we check our email, we are given a registration code and a link to follow to begin the registration. We can copy the registration code. We will need it later in the user registration process, and we will click on the link to continue the registration. The link takes us to a Box.net security screen to grant user access via the ICE connector. We must log in to our Box account using our Box.net credentials. After we enter our Box.net credentials, select Authorize. The next screen reviews which permissions are being granted to Box, and we are given the choice to grant access or deny access. To continue with a successful registration, we must grant permissions. We now come to the screen that we will enter in the registration code we were given in our email. This is the final step in the registration process. We will fill in the name fields. The user ID is simply a friendly name that will show on the user list after registration. This could be your first name or a nickname. The next two fields are just your first and last name. Select Apply to complete the process. We get verification that our user has been added to the user list. Now let's return to the MFP operation panel. Let's select the User button. We can see that our user has been added, so we will select our user. If we simply selected Scan at this point, we could scan into our default folder in Box.net. The default folder is named Scan to Box. But since we are on a Smart Operation panel, we are given an option to browse and select another folder. Please note, this option is only available from the Smart Op panels. Let's select the folder icon. Here we can see our folders. If we select the plus button, we can add a new folder. Let's select the plus button to add a new folder. Here we are given a screen to name our new folder. We will name it Test Folder and select Save. We see our new folder has been created and is available to scan into. Select the Check button. Selecting the Check button made the folder selectable. So let's select our new test folder. As we can see, our selected folder is now the target folder. Select the Format field. We have the ability to create a PDF or JPEG file. Select the PDF. Select paper size. Most of the time Auto is selected, but this time we will select Legal. Select OCR. We see we can create a searchable PDF or editable file such as Word or Excel. Select Word. Notice that after we select an OCR function, the checkmark appears next to the Send Scanned Image with OCR. That is there so that we have the original document stored in addition to the OCR'd version. We can uncheck that box if we do not want the image file sent with the OCR'd file. Now let's name the file by tapping the Enter File Name field. We will name the field and select Scan. Now the document is being sent to Box.net.